Mike, this is what is known as Travesty House. It's called Travesty House because it literally is a travesty. It was improperly built without permits. It's been condemned by the county, but it has potential. It's in foreclosure. Went into foreclosure, owned by Bank of America. We tried to contact them about acquiring it. It's 10 acres. It directly backs up to the Bass Tract, which then backs up to our 3 acres. There are numerous seepage bogs down below the house. If we could repair the house, we would acquire it. We'd have additional facilities for intern housing, permaculture. There's land over there for raising crops for sustainability. So we're hoping to acquire this. It's going to take a little work, but let me give you a tour and we can look at some of the issues with Travesty House. Mike, we got a pool here.
We fill it up with sand and plant pitcher plants.
Well, one of the suggestions here by our webmaster, Mike Smith, was this could be a really nice bog garden.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Mike, well, it could be. It actually could be. But what I'm thinking, Mike, for our intern program is that if we could ever acquire a Travesty House, we would have, because Virginia summers are very hot, it would be nice for our interns at the end of the day to have a pool to go swimming in and cool off. Vacationing ecotourists would be here sitting on the deck, swimming in the pool, looking at our beautiful restored property down below. And you can see why looking at this, and you can even, if you look over here, it literally is a travesty. Travesty House. But 10 acres, a house that maybe could be restored, maybe bulldozed, but part of our preserved picture here. May 8th, 2013, and what do you know? We have a stop work notice now. Actually, I knew about this from our building inspector because these guys just keep coming in here and work on this house illegally. This is Travesty House, and I'm going to show you more of a travesty here. When we filmed this last year, this house had a porch. Well, it's gone now. That's part of the gradual destruction of Travesty House. Still, the shingles are not on. So now it's year 4. All that water getting in the house. Porch removed. That was something they had to do, but they didn't go through the building inspector and get it approved. Okay, so we were able to recycle, repurpose most of that pressure-treated lumber. Got permission to obtain that. It's come in very handy. So you go around back. The building inspector actually stopped by a few weeks ago. The guys were working. They hadn't got it approved and he kicked them out. And I warned them, I said, you need to give this to the building inspector and get him to approve it, and they didn't do it. And he told me that they need to get this approved. Look what happened to the pool. Now there it is. That was an in-ground metal framed pool, vinyl. They filled it in, there's debris under there. That pool, and I checked at the pool shop, if you were to build it, what was there would have been $26,000 of value. And they filled it in with dirt. And we could have used it for the intern program. Okay? On the back side, that monstrosity that was there, that deck, that's been ripped off. Of course, the whole back porch was ripped off because that was done wrong. And then inside here, even though I think the engineer actually, this is what they were going to do if they'd had it approved, they didn't get it approved by the building inspector. So these guys came down, a contractor came down from Maryland and did all this work. Hope he got paid. And this is kind of I guess a retaining wall to hold the soil back because that was done wrong. There's no support for the wall on a hill. What a travesty. It just, it just continues. So what we're hoping is that Bank of America, we've just got the grant in today, that Bank of America, oh, their bird just came in, will donate this house and land to Meadowview. And the real reason here, we talked about this last year, is down over there, we abut the Hall tract, and we also touch the Wilson tract. And that would give us, there's a whole bunch of seepage bogs right over there, feeding the outflow from the pitcher plant bog. And Meadowview's right back there. So we're hoping to connect all these properties up as part of the Central Virginia Preserve. So the real value here is getting the land to protect the bogs over there. We'd have a lot of work to do with Travesty House. We're just going to have to get the engineer in, consult, and see what could be done, if anything. It may just be a demolition. Look at that. Here's some more monstrosity in Travesty. They scraped off the topsoil. That's the horse pasture. That horse pasture? No, it's subsoil. It's a mess. Would you do this? Anyway, so keep your fingers crossed. Maybe we'll get it. We'll have a big project to do here. Phil Sheridan signing off.